Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas. Today, we're diving into a really passionate vision for how we could solve humanity's toughest problems. And the key here isn't some top-down solution, but something that's co-created by, well, all of us. Okay, so let's just jump right in with the big question that this whole idea kicks off with. Do we, you, me, all of us, truly care enough to solve the world's hardest problems? I mean, it's a simple question, right? But it's also a pretty challenging one. It asks us to look past our own day-to-day and really think about whether we're ready to step up. So the core idea here is that we're actually pretty good at solving problems. Humans are innovators, right? But here's the catch. We're not always so great at solving them in a way that doesn't just create new, sometimes even worse, problems down the road. This is all about shifting our focus.
And we're not talking about technical glitches that just need a quick patch. The argument here is that the real challenges, the ones we have to focus on, are the ones getting worse every single day. They're the messy ones we tend to avoid, because honestly, they're deeply social. They're all tangled up in how we relate to each other and to the world around us.
So what are these specific, escalating crises? This isn't just talking in hypotheticals. The source material points to a trio of very real and very concerning trends that are all happening right now.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how these dots connect. We're facing a crisis in being able to trust information, and even each other. We're seeing a real decay in our connections as human beings, and on top of all that, we're grappling with the unintended consequences of all this amazing tech we've built. And get this, they're not happening in a vacuum. They all feed into one another, creating a kind of vicious cycle.
Okay, so that sounds a little bleak, I know, but by understanding the problem is where we have to start. And from here, the source proposes a totally different path forward, one that asks us to fundamentally change our priorities.
It all starts by taking a hard look at our current approach to technology. You know how we've been hearing about the Internet of Things for years now, right? This world where all our devices are seamlessly connected. But the source asks a really sharp question. Why isn't it really here yet? Not in a truly meaningful way. And boom, there's the answer. The argument is we've had our priorities all wrong. We've been so focused on connecting our gadgets when what we really need to do first is focus on connecting people. We need to build an ecosystem with a human-centric agenda, an internet of us. And this big idea, this vision, it actually has a name, omni-connectivity. And it's not just about more connections, it's about a totally different kind of connection. The idea is a digital world that's literally built by everyone and operates for everyone, putting our needs as people, right at the center of it all. So here's the real difference. The Internet of Things is all about how can my smart fridge talk to my phone? But the Internet of Us asks a totally different question. How can technology connect a person in need with someone who can help, like right now? It's about tech serving a higher purpose, connecting people to each other and to resources, all with that people-first mission. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds amazing, but is it just a pipe dream? I mean, can something this huge actually get off the ground? Well, the source provides a fascinating real-world test case that suggests it can.
The author shares this personal experience, and it's pretty powerful evidence. It turns out that when you put an idea out there that truly resonates with what people need and hope for, they respond. Big time.
And here's the kicker. The part that's really amazing, this whole thing wasn't started by some Silicon Valley titan or a professor with a huge research grant.
No, it came from a place of pure passion. When an early version of this concept, which was called WeApp at the time, was shared online, the reaction just proved the power of the idea. It was immediate and it was overwhelming. People from all over the world started reaching out. Lawyers offered to help for free. This wasn't just a few likes on social media. It was a genuine, positive movement of people wanting to help build this thing.
A vision is inspiring, and a movement is even more powerful. But all that grassroots energy needs a focus, right? It needs a tool to make it real. And that brings us to the concrete application designed to bring this whole Internet of Us idea to life.
It's called Connector, and its goal is nothing short of revolutionary. To create these direct, real-time lines between what a person needs and the resource that can solve it, cutting out all the middlemen and all the noise.
And the way it works is designed to be elegantly simple. You, as the user, share what you need. Connector then takes that little piece of data and instantly matches it with the right solution that's available online at that exact moment. It's a direct connection, problem to solution, just like that.
So we've gone on this whole journey, haven't we? From these massive, almost scary global problems to a vision for a co-created future and even the tool to help build it. But it all comes back to one single, very personal question.
And that's really the challenge that this whole explainer leaves us with. It's not just one person's question anymore, it's a question for all of us. The technology can exist, the ideas can be out there, but building a better future really depends on how many of us are willing to care, to trust, and to actually join in. So the question is, what's your answer?